Hello, everybody at NextHome. Wanda Ott here, your chair of the Culture Committee. And I have the fabulous, the famous Lisa Caron with us today. She's our NextHomie of the month for August. She's with NextHome Experience, that little office we've heard about in Bangor, Maine. We're super excited to have Lisa. I'm sure you've seen her, heard her on stage at different conferences, and I've always wanted to do a one-on-one with her, so I'm really excited. Lisa, tell us about your life before Next Home. Did you do other jobs? Were you in other real estate? Tell us about what led you to Next Home.
I actually became a realtor in 2013, but I was in my adult life. I was an entrepreneur most of it, and before that, I was a executive vice president with Arbonne International, which is a Swiss
Oh,
skincare
wow.
company. And my husband Pete and I owned Caron Sign Company for over 25 years.
Interesting. And
Yeah,
all those things, I can see how all those pieces fit together to make you so great in what you're doing now
oh,
in real estate.
you're too
What brought
kind.
you to, was Next Home your first real estate experience? Or, well, no, we weren't around in 2013, but
No, actually, it's actually kind of a funny story. When I was working for Arbonne, I absolutely was not looking for another job. I did a lot of traveling, and we had a local broker at an agency that kept bugging me. And I'm like, yeah, if I ever change my mind, I'll come over and I'll talk to you. Well, he didn't want to hear that. So we were at a Chamber of Commerce event, after hours event, and he pulled my husband aside and
uh,
he showed him the benefits of what he thought would be for me to get involved with real estate. So we came home. My husband's name's Pete. He came home. We talked about it, and apparently it was pretty convincing because a month later I was a sales agent.
oh, wow. Well, and then so you along the way, you've got your broker's license.
Yes, yes.
Right.
I actually was one of those that whatever the next license was, I wanted it. So I took my associate broker within the year of being an agent. And all I could think of is, why didn't they teach us this ahead of time? I could have helped my clients so much better. So when it was time for me to be able to do my broker's license, I absolutely jumped in and learned all the behind the scenes stuff. And that to me
Mhm.
was like getting my sales agent. It was so foreign to anything I've done, but it really gave me a respect for broker owners and what, as a real estate agent, um, our actions bounce right back to the brokerage
Mhm.
itself and
Yep,
how
sure
careful
does.
you need to be and be professional and ethical at all times.
Right. And it does give you that perspective also that, oh, this is what the broker's thinking, and why we
Exactly.
have to do it this way. How long have you
Exactly.
been with Next Home Experience?
Started in 2013, so my 13th year.
Okay. So was
Oh, wait a
so I,
minute. No, I am so sorry. I started business in 2013. Next home, John Coda opened his office in 2016. He was the first one to franchise in the state of Maine. So
right.
since 2016,
Okay,
so
good.
10
About the same
years.
time that's we joined in 2016 as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So I know you're a force. Everybody knows you at Next Home, and we love seeing you get your awards, and you're always up there top. What What do you think? What Of course, if you were the Arbonne, you were big in sales and motivating others, and that. What motivates you to keep going? And I know we talked about before we got on camera retirement, and what does retirement look like in real estate, but what keeps you motivated to keep working and being so successful as you are?
I think I'm wired for this. I truly do. I think this is in my DNA. I know nothing else but to put my mind to it. And whatever I seek out to do, I have always accomplished it. I have been accused of having the golden touch. And what I tell people, there is no golden touch. There's
Hmm.
a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes to get you where you need to be. Not anyone is, well, some people, I suppose, but I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth by any means. And
Hmm.
I decided I was never going to be in that situation. And my children would never be in that situation. And I was going to be better. Um, And I have been. I have kept that philosophy of no matter what you get, if you are going to be doing something for the church, then you're going to put your best and make sure that happens. If you are not able to do something, you delegate to the people that you know that you can trust to get that job
Hmm.
done. And I think with the real estate business, that's part of it. But loving this business is people. Oh my gosh, the people is the same reason I was in Arbonne. It
Hmm.
doesn't end up being about the product. It ends up
Right.
being about how we can help others. And I know a lot of people have said that in the past, but you know what? If you don't have that intention in general, this is not the position to be in because
Hmm.
those people are counting on you. You want them to have that experience that they remember and they can tell a friend or look back at their memory. Oh my gosh, do you remember when Lisa showed us this house for the first time and we fell in love with it? That's what I want people to remember, that I've helped them get to their journey, their destination, no matter what that might be.
Well, and that kind of feeling is what keeps you motivated as
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Tell me what's your favorite thing about being with Next Home? Not just
Wow.
your local office, but with the Next Home corporate, the whole franchise.
In general, I think one of the things that really got my attention with Next Home was when John was involved. I wasn't really happy where I was. I really felt that the industry needed to change. We needed it to be more human forward
Mhm.
rather than the other way around and not about the agent. And with that said, he sent the website to me. We looked at it, and my first words were, "If you need money to get this started, we're in." And he was like,
Man,
"Yeah."
owner wants to hear that.
Mhm. Well, John said, "I'm good. I'm all set, but thank you. Would you be one of the people that come over?" So he actually had 12 of us from that agency come over, and being able to have that culture,
Mhm.
being able to have something I like, and this might not be part of all of Next Home, but I find it is that the culture within our agency is not a competitive,
Right.
I have to do as well as you do, or you're doing better than I'm doing. It's not cutthroat. It is very atta girl, atta boy. Hey, I saw what you did. Congratulations. It's
Yes.
always
Yep.
a lift me up type of situation.
I
And
love
that's
that.
not, yeah, and that's not something I came from. And that was really important to me because even if no one talks to you, you're not getting the negative. It's always
Mhm.
the positive part of it. And being able to help other people and having Next Home open to being able to help other people
Right.
is really important. One of the things I learned early on in my businesses is knowledge is something that you can either keep to yourself or you can share it with others. But in this business, I came in knowing nothing and someone had to help me.
Mhm.
So my job is to help anyone that calls me, help them get that needed advice and to make sure that they understand the advice or what to do rather than just say, this is what you do and hang up the phone. I just
Yeah.
think that's very powerful in this business.
I think if you do decide to retire, I can see your future as being a motivational speaker
Oh,
because you're speaking such great truths and inspiration and motivation for all of us in the business. And we really appreciate that you're a role model that we can look up to. So you were very worthy of the title of Next Homie of the Month.
oh,
Before we end this, you tell us about, do you have any hobbies or something that makes you unique that we don't know about that you could share with us?
I think I've got a good one that nobody knows about,
Okay.
maybe one or two. But in 2001, I was the state of Maine ladies sporting clays champion.
Oh, that is so cool.
So I absolutely love to shoot my shotgun. I do not like to shoot animals or anything, but boy,
Uh-huh.
those targets,
Yep,
throw them
I
at
know.
me.
My brother used to have a sporting clay range here where we are, so I'm very familiar. That's awesome. I
I
love that.
I love that. And what was really fun about that, and you never actually know this, but I took some of that shooting ability and I brought it to this business. And with that said, when you're competing, you have targets that are easy, you've got targets that are hard. When they're the easy ones, you practice those. That's why they're easy. So you go
Mhm.
up to the podium and you say, I got this. I can do this. I should not miss any of these. And then you've got the hard targets that you might not have yet gotten proficient with with your business, just like shooting. If you approach a listing, if you approach shooting and you're prepared, you are focused, and you give every single target your best shot, that's how I approach real estate. If you
That's
have a
awesome.
list, if you're walking into an appointment and I'm extremely confident about getting that appointment, I prepare. No matter what, I
Mhm.
prepare because I don't know all of it. And there's new information coming out. But the minute I start saying, I got this, I'm going to take this home, and I might cut a corner without even realizing,
Mhm.
that confidence turns into cockiness. And that cockiness will not get you that listing because that
Mhm.
other person's going to catch that change in your tone or catch whatever it is. So if you practice, you prepare, and you do your best every single time, that's my silver bullet for this business and any
I
business that
love
you
that
go into.
analogy. Yep. That's awesome. Lisa, thank you so much for sharing with us. This was
Oh,
such a joy. I'm lo
such a surprise.
Next Home Experience is very lucky to have you, and
Oh,
so is the Next Home franchise. We're very honored to have you. And do you get to go to the Broker Summit?
I don't.
Oh, well,
No, no.
cool.
I know. I think
Well,
you're going
all
to
right. Well, then we'll
Nashville.
have
I
to wait.
missed that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you then in Orlando.
That I will.
Can't
I'm
wait to.
already ready to go. Tickets,
Good.
got my hotel room. I think everyone invest in your business and go because we have
Absolutely.
better leadership that's taken us far beyond. We are future. We're not catching up.
Yep.
That's the
You're
difference with
awesome.
Next Home.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you, Lisa.
welcome. Thank you. Have a great day.